I lived in this house for 23 years. Just like the past 8,000 nights, as I was going to bed, I reached out to turn off the light switch on the stairwell, the one right at the top of the stairs on the left-hand side as I went up. Except it wasn't there. I stopped and looked down. My hand was pressed against the blank wall. I turned around and saw the switch on the other side of the stairwell. Had the switch always been on that side? It had been so long, I'd never really paid attention to where exactly the light switch was. It was pure muscle memory. Reach out, turn off the light, go into the bedroom. I looked down. Oh, I was holding a freshly laundered sheet and pillowcase in my left hand. That stopped me from turning off the light. Instead of switching hands, my muscle memory just told my brain, hey, go ahead and turn off the light with your other hand. Silly brain. There was nothing wrong. I opened the door to my bedroom and started pulling the fitted sheet over the mattress. I pulled the cloth straight, straightening out the wrinkles, neatly tucking the corners underneath. I repeated it 4 times, then, with a sigh, I got up and went to the bathroom. I reached to flip the lights on. Blank wall. What the... I extended my other arm. After a second of fumbling, my fingers found the switch and flipped it on. I scowled at myself in the mirror, at the reflection of my bony hand frozen over the light switch. I'm pretty sure that light switch was on the other side, next to the towel rack. Not there. I walked over to the counter and pulled the bobby pins out of my hair. Then I pulled it up into a ponytail, securing it with a green nylon hair tie, and reached down to the drawer to pull out my toothpaste. Except my fingers grabbed empty air. I looked down to find the drawer pulled a few inches lower than I expected it to be. Geez, what's wrong with me today? I muttered under my breath. I grabbed my toothpaste out of the drawer and squirted it onto my toothbrush, furiously brushing my teeth. I bent over the sink and cupped my hand, filling them with water, and sucked it up, swishing and spit it out. Straightening back up, over my shoulder in the mirror, the fitted sheet sat bunched up on top of the mattress. My heart dropped. I definitely put that sheet on. Then I frowned. Did I? Or did I just think about doing it? I turned around, staring at the bunched up fabric, the cute little green polka dot dress, distorted with wrinkles. Then I shook my head and walked over to the bed, flapped the sheet in the air, and then lined up the corners, pulling it down taut, tucking each corner underneath. Looks good. I walked over to the window and closed it, locked it, and put down the blinds. Then I pulled the curtains over them. Without the light of the moon, the room was pitch black, save for the silver and golden light spilling out of the bathroom door. Leaving the bathroom light on so I wouldn't trip over myself, I sat down on the bed and turned on the desk lamp. I pulled my Kindle off the nightstand and opened the novel I'd been reading. Some dramedy about 2 very different women switching bodies. I read for several minutes, but something caught my eye. The mirror. In the full-length mirror across the bed, I could see my reflection, blankets cozily wrapped around me, cup of water on the nightstand, Kindle in hand. Except something was terribly, horribly wrong. My hair was down. No, I put my hair up in a ponytail. In the bathroom, I was sure of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten my hair wet in the sink when I brushed my teeth. Unless maybe I absent-mindedly put it back down while I was reading. The neon green hair tie sat on the nightstand. I grabbed it and quickly put my hair back up. Then I stared at the mirror. My reflection stared back, eyes wide. You're just tired. You've had a hell of a day, a hell of a week. The presentation at work, fixing the cracked windows in the basement, all by yourself. I just needed some good sleep. I reached over and turned off the lamp. Darkness enveloped me and felt somehow too dark. Usually there was light from something, even if it was just the blinking white light of my laptop, indicating sleep mode. But this was pure darkness, thick, heavy darkness, like a fog, filling the entire room. Go to sleep. You just need sleep, I told myself. I cuddled up to my pillow, closed my eyes, and began to fall asleep. My eyes shot open. The light. I'd left the light on in the bathroom. Now it was off. I pulled myself out of bed. Hello? Is someone there? Oh, good idea, Hannah. Announce yourself, like every victim in a slasher movie ever. Groping in the darkness, I felt for my phone. I left it on the nightstand, which should have been a foot or two to my right. But as I continued to feel, my hands only fell on empty air. Where the hell is the nightstand? I walked forward with slow, halting steps. Then my toe collided with something. I hissed in pain, but reached down and finally found the sleek, smooth metal of my phone. I turned on the flashlight, and my blood ran cold. My bed, the nightstand, it was on the left side of the room, not the right. I stared at it, my heart pounding in my chest, the white light jittering across the wall as my hands shook. I turned around towards the bathroom, but I was staring at the windows. The curtains were closed tight. I whipped around, and there was the door to the bathroom on the other side of the room. What the hell? I ran to the bedroom door, turned the knob, swung the door open, and raced down the hallway. The stairs, they didn't lead down. They led up. My flashlight followed the wooden steps as they went up, turned 90 degrees at the landing, and continued upward. At the top, there was a shut door. A door I'd seen a million times. The door to my basement. A dream. This had to be a dream. I pinched myself and screamed as I tried to force myself awake. But I was still standing in the hallway. The hallway that led up to the basement door. I raced up the stairs and opened the door. Or I tried to. It only opened a few inches before the chain lock caught. I thrust my entire weight against the door, pulling the chain taut, but the door wouldn't open any further. Let me out! Lights blinked on the other side of the door, and through the crack, I could see something. Something familiar. A hallway with a cuckoo clock, cream-colored walls, an opening that led to a small, wallpapered kitchen. It was my house. And standing in the kitchen was a woman with dark hair pulled back with a neon green ponytail holder. It was me. She held a toolbox and a garbage bag. Something like glass clanked against each other with every step. Then she disappeared around the bend towards the garage. Help me! Help me! I screamed. But no one came. I've tried calling the police. Tried calling my mom, my friends, anyone. It never goes through, though. It seems like I've got some sort of internet connection, though. I'm not even sure this will be seen, but I hope someone will see it. And I really hope that you can help me. You're still here. I thought you might be. Thanks for joining me for tonight's story. If your insatiable appetite for horror knows no bounds, might I suggest one of our playlists, or one of our previous stories in the archive? There should be one appearing at the end of the story any minute now. And of course, if you're not subscribed, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button? Maybe hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the spooky things that we do here. If you prefer your horror a little more analog, you can always pick up one of my books. There's a link below to my latest, and it'll take you to all the great things that I've posted on Amazon. For my book lovers in the audience, I always suggest coming on down to Patreon, so you can become part of my ghostly reader tier and get a book anytime I write one, which is usually about twice a year. Speaking of my patrons, let's go ahead and thank them, shall we? Thanks to Unicorn Hollow for being our spooky ghost contributor. Thanks to Janet for being our spooky skeleton tier contributor. And thanks to Hi Stacy, Winter, Xaronan, Emily Coltsfoot, Stephanie Carrington, Marianne Schuler, Tyler Parker, and Jennifer Damron for being our ghostly reader tier contributors. Thanks, everyone. We just couldn't do the show without you. If you think you might like to support the show in a more monetary fashion, come on down to Patreon. I have many tiers. I think you'll find one that'll suit you best. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Dr. Plague, signing off. Have a wonderful evening.